Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. As you know, in our past episodes, we've been discussing this putting out the fire phenomenon and its four causes: micromanagement, poor time management, the priority problem, and disorganized leadership. In this episode, I'd like to just wrap it all up by talking about, you have a fire. How do you handle the fire? Well, I think when an important problem arises, stop and react quickly to establish a course of action that will drive desired results. You want to create a new way forward and implement a measurement process to monitor the progress. So we have a fire. We need to react to it. Now we want to create our way forward. The things that we implement, we want to make sure that we monitor. This becomes a learning for future fires of similar nature. I think you want to get into a habit of calling a meeting to post-mortem what happened after the fire has been put out. Sounds simple, but how often do we just move on to the next priority or maybe to the next fire? Ask your team these three important questions. If we had taken care of this sooner, when it was important, would it have risen to this level of urgency? So remember what we talked about, chapter 6 in the book. When important things become urgent, you can only handle so many important things. Tighten the lug nuts. And what role did I play as a leader causing this to become urgent? I think sometimes we got to look in the mirror and do that self-awareness and do that self-check of, am I the reason this became urgent? And how can we make sure this doesn't happen again moving forward? I think you always have to look within yourself and kind of understand what role I played as the leader. I think employee retention, workplace satisfaction, and high productivity struggle to thrive in a place that routinely operates under chaotic conditions. It's important to build an office culture that doesn't include putting out fires and putting out the fires phenomenon. I think it's important for us to take steps to make sure our workplace, the place where we come together, the workplace where we may be working remotely in today's world, but these fires still happen. We're just doing them from remote locations. We want people to feel organized, and we want our people to feel empowered. We want them to feel like I work in a place where they know what the task at hand is, they have the time and the resources to complete their job, and they feel good about the fact that they can be successful. They understand that I, as the leader, am putting them in a position to be successful. You know, we talk a lot about coaching, and I know we've talked about my son as a baseball coach. We've talked a little bit about some of the best coaches in sports. I think the best coaches, what separates them from the good coaches and the average coaches, the best coaches, the world-class coaches, the Hall of Fame coaches, are those coaches that understand the skills of their people, understand their people, and put their people in the best situations to be successful. You don't put a catcher in center field. You don't put the center as a wide receiver. You understand the skills of your people. You make sure they feel good about the confidence you have in them, and you put them in a position to be successful. That's what we're doing as business coaches. That's what we do as leaders. We understand our team. We understand their skills. We understand the things that they do well and the things that they need help with, and we put them in a position to be successful. And then when we do have those occasional fires, they're ready to go, right? Because not every day is a fire drill. Not every assignment gets a fire. So when one does come up, because they will, they're ready to go. They're excited about helping, and we put that fire out quickly. Once again, thank you for being part of the Leadership Library. Be safe until we meet again.